Think you know all there is to know about periods? Well, prepare to have your mind blown because I'm about to share some really wild things that I bet you've never heard of. And by the end of this video, you're gonna have a whole Rolodex of random knowledge that you could be pulling out at the next party. Or not. It's up to you. Let's get into it. Now, I bet you didn't think that your period had anything to do with your voice. Well, I'm about to tell you different. The first one I wanted to share is that our voice actually changes during the week of our period. Insane, right? So vocalization experts theorize that our vocal cords are impacted by our reproductive hormones during the week of our period. Have you noticed your voice altered? You know what would be a really cool experiment if we recorded ourselves saying the same thing each week leading up to our period and of course during the week of our period and see if we notice our voice changing. Let me know in the comments if you're going to try this with me. Maybe it's something that only machines can pick up on, but it'll be interesting to see. Did you know that your voice changed during the week of your period? Let me know if that was something new to you. Now this next one is strange, and that one is called vicarious menstruation. So vicarious menstruation, like on the surface, sounds pretty cool. Well, not really, because the word vicarious, no one wants to live vicariously through someone else. But let's pretend we didn't know what the word vicarious meant. The words together, vicarious and menstruation, sound pretty dope. They sound pretty cool, but it's not. So what is vicarious menstruation, you may be thinking? It is when you bleed from organs that are not your uterus during the week of your period. Places like through your eyes or your kidneys. Now, before you go and panic, I need you to understand that it's actually not something that's super common. It is a really rare condition. It does happen though. So let me know, have you heard of vicarious menstruation? Drop your comment below. Is it something that would terrify you? Are you like Wednesday Addams and you'd be excited about it? I've been obsessed with that new series on Netflix lately. Jenna Ortega plays Wednesday Addams so well. But yeah, she'd definitely be all over someone or even herself bleeding from somewhere that's not her uterus. By the way, Netflix really needs to call Best Period because I can totally see Wednesday Addams doing something likely illegal and really crude with our menstrual cups in the series. I think it would be really dope. Call us. You're probably like, move on, girl. I got you. So the next weird fact is that we actually contract long before we ever have a child. And that is because of something called prostaglandins. Now, if you've been a long follower of this channel, you've likely seen our videos where I've talked about prostaglandins briefly, but we didn't get into the nitty-gritty of it. So let's get into it now. So the role prostaglandins play is that it actually triggers your uterus to begin contracting and shed its lining, which then becomes your period. And if you're wondering why that happens, it's because that's your body's way of letting you know you have not conceived that month. So each and every month you get that to say, hey, you're not pregnant. But let me give you a quick anatomy lesson. So this is your uterus. Down the bottom here is your cervix. And this, of course, is your vagina. So the prostaglandins cause your uterus to contract. And the lining, which would have had the egg buried into it if you were successful at being pregnant, or if your body, I should say, was successful at being pregnant, it would start contracting to lose this lining because there's no egg there to protect, to keep safe. So it starts to shed. So it comes through your cervix and out of your vagina. And that is your period each and every month. Like it should have sent an email, but instead it's like, no, I will give you a whole blood show because why not? An email would have been better. Another fact you may not have known is that your vagina on average is 3 to 4 inches long. It is true. During intercourse, it actually elongates, or really what happens is the cervix moves and allows more space, which elongates the vagina. Did you know that? So yeah, your cervix actually moves throughout your entire cycle as well. It goes up and down depending on the time of your cycle. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this, if you learned anything new, and if you'd like to see another video like this. I could do so many, I could touch on so many things you've likely never heard of. Let me know below in the comments. By the way, my name is Ganette Jones, founder and CEO of Best Period. If periods, vaginas, and knowing all about your bodily functions is your thing, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. See you next time. Why am I clicking my nails? Why?